Hi guys, Fuse1179 here, about to do an unboxing. So I ordered a helmet lock to put on my KTM Duke 390 2017. So we're gonna see what we have in the box today. Alright. So I ordered this on eBay. It's a helmet lock that you put, you connect like from the rear pegs. So you take off your rear pegs, you put this in between your pegs and your bike, and then you are able to lock your helmet when you walk into a store or wherever. All right. Okay, so pretty much why I got this mod is because up until then, I've been using my gun lock that came with my gun to lock my helmet onto my bike. I would run it through the frame and then loop it to my helmet. So I was like, well, that's kind of a drag having to pull my lock out of my storage every single time. So I was like, well, let me check this mod out. I remember back on a lot of older bikes, bikes just came with helmet locks just built on the bike. So I'm gonna give this one a try. I'm gonna do an install and then show you guys what it looks like, and then maybe do a little test. And then my bike is a little dirty. I gotta give it a wash. My bike is still a little hot because I rode it earlier. So just gotta make sure not to touch any vital points. Come on down in there. So pretty much what you want to do is just right up underneath there and just take out these little screws. Oh, Well, apparently you gotta take them off on both sides. So I'll be back. Alright guys, so I got the lock installed. The reason why I went with this one, it's a very low profile, very sleek looking lock. I didn't want it to take away from the rest of the bike. Like I was looking at something to put on some of this trellis framing here, like maybe like around here or somewhere, but I didn't want after a long ride to put my helmet next to very hot components and, you know, melt my helmet and ruin it. And helmets are expensive as it is, so I'm not trying to buy a new helmet before I have to. But one thing I like about this lock, when you unlock it, this pin just like flies back. Let's see. Here, do it all the way. That is all the way. But yeah, so what you do is you put your D-rings in the lock, or at least one of your D-rings. Let's see, we'll try to get this holding everything at the same time. Alright, so I got the D-ring in there, and you just hit the button, helmet's locked. Now, the thing is, like, if someone wants to take your helmet, they'll have to cut your D-ring. And if you're missing your D-rings, your helmet will not work in an accident. So the person would either have to sew another D-ring on themselves or what. But for the most part, I don't think a lot of people are very interested in stealing helmets, mostly because if you steal a helmet off of a motorcyclist, that means they have to ride home with no helmet. And if they get into an accident, they could be seriously injured or killed. So at least here in Texas, we don't really hear too much of that. But I still like to lock up my helmet because you still got kids that don't know or don't care. And then the other part that came with it was this little washer that you put in between here. I thought you had to take these two off. They actually stay on. You just put this little thing in here to keep your bar even across. So a couple of the other mods that I did with my bike, I put on the fender eliminator. I got these aftermarket LED lights. I got them both in back and in front, and I like them a lot. They're a lot brighter. I didn't get the I forgot what it's called. It's like the little part that like makes sure it's not flashing too fast, but so far they don't flash too much faster than stock, so I'm not really worried about it. I want to buy all that and install it if I don't have to. So now that I did that, I can actually take my old lock out of the bike and then I guess put it back on my gun. Yeah. But let me know if y'all have any other things y'all want to see or know, or if y'all want me to add to the bike that that, you know, I could afford or do or whatever. Just let me know, hit me up in the comments, and I'll be sure to read them. Thanks.